on to the main topic for today. And the big juicy topic of the past 2 days. Right, we're recording on Saturday, so this past Thursday and Friday has just been absolutely apeshit fucking crazy. Gina Carano, fired, hired, just craziness. So before we talk about any of it, let me read the quote that got this all started.
Which one? There's a couple of them.
I'm gonna say the one that broke, right, the straw on the camel's back.
I'm reading some fucked up ones right now.
All right, here we go. So here's the quote that technically, quote, got her released from Lucasfilm. Here we go. Oh boy. Jews were beaten in the streets, not by Nazi soldiers, but by their neighbors, even by children. Because history is edited, most people today don't realize that to get the point where Nazi soldiers could easily round up thousands of Jews, the government first made their own neighbors hate them simply for being Jews. How is that any different from hating someone for their political views?
Oh, it's a lot fucking different, actually. It's really weird how polar oppositely different that is.
So that's the last tweet, whatever she posted, and then she got released. She got fired by Lucasfilm, Disney, whoever you want to say. So I
feel like you would get fired from a 9-to-5 job if you tweeted that shit.
Like, I was just, as you were reading that, I was like, what made her sit there and think like, this is a good thing I'm going to say. Like, who does that?
You can get your point across without using that comparison.
Yeah, I feel like everyone uses that comparison all the time. Like, everyone's always like, oh, the Nazis. And it's like, 99% of the time, it doesn't match up at all.
So
So
I posted on Instagram, and I just asked. I said, hey, try to be nice. I said, I just want everybody's feelings about her firing. And I put freedom of speech, or or I was gonna say, hold on, freedom. I said freedom of speech, or just not to really share your political viewpoints, or what side do you agree? Because like I said, this is like The Last Jedi, right? So you got half people saying, we support you, Gina, and then you got the other half of people saying, how dare you say something like this? And I think I agree with you, Noah and Nate, I'm all for freedom of speech. I'm all for expressing yourself, standing up for what you believe in, but I feel there's a way to word it, a way to say it. And comparing it to Jews and Nazis and the Holocaust, poor taste, right? I understand what she's trying to say, and in her head, she's really not trying to be negative in any way, shape, or form, but it's very, very poor taste of words, I think, to express yourself with.
Yeah, here's the thing. There's no problem with freedom of speech all day. Everyone, I totally went down with freedom of speech. There's just consequences to your freedom of speech, period. So you have the freedom to say it, and you also have the freedom to then hear what happens when you say it. It is what it is. Yeah, like this was something that you should have tweeted out, got the backlash, and a normal human being, in my opinion, would be like, maybe I should apologize. Even if you don't fucking mean it, bro, and the job you're in, right? Like, this is the
spotlight you're in.
Yeah, like this is a position where you say, okay, listen, I know what I meant. I didn't mean it this way, whatever. Just go out and fucking say sorry. That's all they want. All they want is one small little...
And that's not what happened. I'm really because, sorry. Like I said, there's the second story that happened on Friday where she got hired, and the statement from the movie company basically told Disney to go F themselves. I'll read that here in a second, but I want to get back to Thursday, I guess. So this happens. She gets fired, and then immediately... following hashtag cancel Disney Plus is happening. Was it culture canceling? Right. Is like, this is everywhere. Social media, right. Is just, it's going batshit crazy. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. Everybody's entitled, to think how they want to think and react. But once again, I think I just come back to, if you're trying to make a point, find the proper words to get your point across. And I think we can all agree, and not just today's society, because we already know today's society is very, very sensitive, right? So if the society is really sensitive as a whole, and there is ways to reword this to get your point across. So I don't know why go for the nut shot, I guess, right? And just do something like this. You knew this was going to happen, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, like I kind of like steer like going, I love you, Gina Carano. I love you in The Mandalorian. But why did you go for a kill shot why a fatality in Mortal Kombat when, you know, you needed to do like the friendtality? You know what I'm saying? Like there's a way to get your point across without being...
It also goes back
like
to,
this.
obviously, none of this affected her personally. And the thing is, what I'm saying is people don't put that perspective in anything they ever say about stuff. Oh, Holocaust this. Well, if it didn't attach to you, but this is also still people's grandparents, right? This is people's like personal people that are in their circle that when you say it, you don't think about it because it's not in your circle, but it's in a million other people's circles that actually affected the way their life ended out. Because, right? I don't know. Like, I just think it's such ignorant statements, like when people make statements about
there's just certain things you don't say, man. And just for me, for Lando over here, like, yeah, man, I would never compare anything to the Holocaust.
All right, now you ready?
Yeah, I saw a bunch of people like actually frustrated with it too. Part of the reason was they were like, oh, well, Pedro Pascal tweeted something too about the Holocaust. You know, I think he tweeted like a picture of the kids who were all like jailed up at the border. And then compared it to the Holocaust. And so everyone's like, well, that's not fair. Why is he going to say it? And it's like, oh, I don't know. I think Disney, that's such a hard spot to be because you're like, okay, well, we don't want to fire our people, but at the same time, like we got to kind of conform to society and figure out what's wrong, what's right. And that's such an unfortunate spot for them to have to be at Lucasfilm to be like, all right, now we have to be the judge of what's right and wrong and what do we do?
It's tough. It's tough because, right, because then you got people saying, well, Disney's only supporting the... I hate politics, by the way. I absolutely hate it. And that's why it's just like, this came out, it's like, we have to talk about this on the podcast.
That's why we do Star Wars podcasts.
Yeah. Exactly, I know. But like, that's like Disney's like, we're only supporting the left-wingers and not the right. And I'm just like, oh, no. Like, why do we have to go?
No.
Like, why does this have to happen? Like,
all right, last thing, and I'm done with it. First, my flip end of it, that this is the controversial side. People probably, oh, fuck you, Steven, whatever. She's a fucking actress. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a shit? Who gives a fuck if she tweets some stupid shit about the fucking Holocaust? Who gives a fuck? You have your own goddamn opinion. Be a goddamn human being. If you don't want to watch Mandalorian, don't fucking watch it.
Yeah. Well, you know what my favorite part is like, what are they going to do? Are they just going to kill her off?
No, they just won't say anything. They just won't say nothing.
She just won't be there.
Just won't be there. Yeah, just they're not going to say
like, haven't they already filmed half the season or something? I guess you're going to be in part of it and then just disappear.
I don't think so, man, because Hasbro canceled all. So they had 2 action figures already made. They canceled them. They're trashing them. If someone can get in that Hasbro factory and get that fucking figure.
So, Sith Talkers, what is your opinion about Gina Carano getting fired? I think we're going to move on. I think we all agree it could have been said differently. You have freedom of speech, whatever. I like Steve's opinion. All right, anyway, so moving on to what happened on Friday. Gina Carano gets rehired.
We're still talking about
Ben
this?
Shapiro's Daily Wire. They can't cancel us if we don't let them. And once again, man, this is just some, oh boy. Here's another quote. The Daily Wire is helping make one of my dreams to develop and produce my own film come true. I cried out and my prayer was answered. I'm sending out a direct message of hope to everyone living in fear of cancellation by the mob. I only have just begun using my voice, which is now freer than ever before. I hope it inspires others to do the same. They can't cancel us if we don't let them.
She's going to be the next one canceled on Twitter. You heard it here first.
Yeah. So, and then, this was the co-founder, Shapiro, of the movie company. He says, we could not be more excited to be working with Gina, an incredible talent dumped by Disney and Lucasfilm for offending the Hollywood left. See, this is where it gets political.
Who's this? Who's this company?
The Daily Wire co-founder Shapiro.
No one's ever heard of that until right now. So good on them. Good on them.
They were literally like, we're hot.
Let me finish the quote. This is what Daily Wire exists to do: provide an alternative, not just for consumers, but for creators who refuse to bow to the mob. said Daily Wire co-founder Shapiro. We are eager to bring Gina's talent to Americans who love her, and we're just as eager to show Hollywood that if they want to keep canceling those who think differently, they'll just be helping us build the X-Wing to take down their Death Star.
Oh, wow.
Good
on that. Whoever wrote that, okay,
good job for them.
Yeah.
Good job.
Where does this air? Is this
Give
like
that
only
intern
on
raise.
Fox News?
Yeah,
Like
Once again, like I said, we'll kind of close the door on this. Like I said, this is a real touchy, sensitive.
well, Disney
topic.
already has.
No, exactly. But like, just for my 2 cents, and this will be the last I'll say about it too. I absolutely love Gina Carano. I love her in The Mandalorian. I'm not gonna stop. Like, if next week Disney was like, "Hey, we apologize. She's actually gonna be back." Awesome. Like, I would love to see her as Cara Dune again. Right? That's fine. But if we don't, we don't. Whatever.
Hey, man,
it is what it is.
Newsflash, Lando. A lot of people we grew up watching in movies are bad people.
No, obviously, like, look, the whole podcast
Is what it is.
Henry Weinstein, this
There's
person,
a bunch.
this
You can go ham on Hollywood and
like,
be like,
we can go on and on. Johnny Depp been pulled through the ringer.
Hey, Johnny Depp is not. Don't you say a bad word about Johnny Depp. He's a fucking
I know he got acquitted.
fucker. Yeah, you motherfucker.
Hey, OJ got acquitted, so just saying.
Doesn't fit, guys.
Glove didn't fit. I'm just saying, right? There obviously Kevin Spacey went through this. Right, we can go on and on and on and on and on about actors and actresses who have done things, have said things. But in today's society, what's happening now is people are getting in trouble for something they said. Like,
what's happening
15
now
years
is
ago.
it's social media.
Right,
That's
so-
the problem.
Yeah, there wasn't social media back
30 years ago.
back
She
in
could
the
have
day.
said this to her buddies. No one had a fucking
Wouldn't
clue.
made any difference.
Yeah.
But hey, good luck, Gina Carano.
Gina Carano, you can still come over anytime you like.
Yeah, good luck. I guess we did absolutely love you in The Mandalorian. I will say that. So I always take it back
the
to
only thing I know you in.
I take it back
Outside
to
of
the Michael
Deadpool.
Jackson thing, right? I don't give a fuck what Michael Jackson does personally. I absolutely love his fucking music. His music's amazing. The guy gets into a studio and it's like masterpiece after masterpiece all in the 80s.
Can we preface it that unless he actually did touch little boys and we
Like I said,
like if we knew undisputedly that was a thing?
Whatever. I don't care. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit what happens. Music is amazing. Okay. I
You
love
know what you can
music.
tell? You can tell that Lando was a Catholic school kid, right? Because he don't care. He was an altar boy.
I was. I'm just saying, I like to use that comparison. So, Gina Carano, you do whatever you fucking want to do. I absolutely love you in The Mandalorian. If you're in something else that I like, I will watch it. I will enjoy it. I don't give a shit about your political preferences and all your fucking bullshit. I don't care. You know, like, personally, I don't give a fuck. So, you go and do you and whatever. So, I love Michael Jackson's music. I don't give a fuck what he did. They're ignorant.
You were a never.